Howdy guys, I got a coffee here. I just woke up. Hair is an absolute mess. It's fine. I'm going to get a haircut here soon anyway. And I figured, let me polish off the last of these digestives and explain to you something really fucking tragic that's just happened. I haven't a video I just finished rendering. I got another video on the go about pre-supported miniatures versus supporting a miniature yourself. That video is going to take a while, and it's going to be made up of 3 other videos that I've recorded. I'm just going to cut snippets out and put it together and make it. Anyway, I want to talk about a video that's actually, a video I'm recording right this second. This one. And it is about something I tried to warn people many years ago. And that is how weak your online banking actually is. Okay, guys. So it has come to light by myself and a few other people here in the UK. Not necessarily the rest of the world, most of the UK right now. That Barkleys IT department has been hacked. It's not a glitch. They're calling it a glitch to save face. It's not a glitch. They've been hacked. And they got hacked hard. Giggity. And I mean hard. How hard? Well, let's just say that people's accounts are either frozen, locked, or showing illegitimate transfers. Coming, going, things of that nature, as if someone else, i.e. Barclays, behind the scenes, is moving other people's funds around. So either someone fucked up and has somehow gotten a Trojan or a Hydra or a mutagenic virus or something along those lines installed in their network or installed it themselves. It could be. This to me seems like an inside job. However, on the dark web, in certain chat forums and certain private discords, I can't post screenshots because if I do, there's a high chance they'll figure out it's me. But they, some are taking responsibility, some are even showing proof of how they got it, of how they got in. One person is even saying that he knows someone in their IT department. So this sounds like it could be an inside job. This is why I cannot stress to people. I even recently did I wouldn't really call it a podcast, but it was more of a vlog cast with a whole bunch of other upcoming IT people in a Zoom call, where I explained to people, stop picking up random USB devices in coffee shops, car parks, things of that nature. Just stop. If you see them, pick them up and dispose of them. Literally, pick them up, put them in the rubbish, put them in the recycling bin. Do not fucking touch them. Don't plug them in to any device, even if you think that the device is not online, even if it's a dumb PC. If you don't know what a dumb PC is, a dumb PC is I'll just put it in a virtual environment. No, don't even put it in a virtual environment. Do not, under any fucking circumstances, plug the fucker in. Alright? Even if you think that you're plugging it into a laptop with the Wi-Fi card removed. So it's got no internet connection. There's no incoming signals or ingoing or outgoing. Don't do it. Okay? I watched someone once in Germany. I'm not going to say where because it was a hackers convention. Okay? It was invite only. I watched him take a USB stick that he had found, plugged it into an old Dell laptop where he had physically removed the Wi-Fi card, and it still managed to get an online connection through Bluetooth. I'm not even kidding you. He forgot to disable the Bluetooth module. So what happened was the virus hijacked his Bluetooth, and then, and I keep stressing this, you want to see vulnerabilities when it comes to Bluetooth? Vulnerability. These are a vulnerability. These are Bluetooth headphones. They're a vulnerability. Doesn't matter even if you've got high-sec security ones like these ones. These are still a vulnerability. Okay, these are PyReds. PyReds are a Bluetooth headset that has two-way encryption. These can still be hacked. These can still be brute forced with a PyRubber, various other things. I even came up with a plugin for my Ponagotchi. Okay, for this little bugger, I came up with a plugin that this even attacks people's Bluetooths. And it uses your phone. This has a small range Bluetooth signal, two-way. All right, it's not powerful, but it has one. So, what's stopping me from taking a Bluetooth module like this, a cheap one? I got this for like £5 on eBay, and attaching it via, where's my adapter on? There you go. Attaching it to an adapter like so, and then taking it and putting it into the data port of my Ponagotchi, running my plugin, and lo and behold, now my Ponagotchi is attacking your Bluetooth. Now, I've not released my Bluetooth plugin, but you can use that plugin along with rubber duck scripts to rickroll people. I did it as a test. I did it to a friend's Tesla. And since then, he sold his Tesla because he didn't realize how weak the security is on his Tesla. Now, granted, it's a lower end model Tesla, but the point is, even cars are susceptible. Okay, now, that being said, a lot of people want answers from Barkleys, and Barkleys is not giving answers. Barkleys isn't saying anything. And it's getting bad. People are, because here in England we've got our tax return deadlines, so people are automatically getting a £120 plus fine for not being able to file their taxes. Well, if you bank with Barkleys, you can't file your taxes because Barkleys cannot confirm or deny any of the finances side of your tax returns. And what is a tax return? It is you declaring your finances to the government. So people who have a Barclays account or any of their sister banking, which sadly I have to say is me as well. I don't have a direct Barclays account, but I've got a smaller account that I use for savings that is a sister bank to Barclays. I've already checked it. It's clear. It's safe. It's locked down. In fact, I've even froze it. I've told the bank, freeze my account. No ingoing, no outgoing. Freeze it. If a penny goes in or a penny goes out, I will be suing you. And you can do that. You can contact your bank and tell them, please freeze my account for X amount of days or X amount of hours. You can do that. That is your right as the account holder. That is your right. Now, the group that's claiming responsibility is not state-based. So it's not Russia, it's not Korea, it's not, it's not Venezuela, which, by the way, yes, Venezuela does have hacking groups. It's none of the state-sponsored hacking groups. It's actually a private group. It's not even anonymous. Anonymous are like, we didn't fucking do it. Whoever did it, they got some balls on them. And they do. Because they've attacked the ledger of the bank. And if you don't know what that is, all banks have a digital, and it's now digital. They used to have a paper ledger, but they have a digital ledger That ledger tells the world and other banks and there's three major key world banks. There's the World Bank, period, that's made up of three other lesser banks, and then it's a pyramid scheme, and then those banks talk to other banks. So when Bank A wants to transfer to Bank G, it has to go through a route. Very similar to routing on the internet. And each bank along the way takes a little bit of this, takes a little bit of that, takes a little bit of this, but there's still a world ledger. If one of those banks' ledgers gets corrupted, they can then prune it to save the rest of the world ledger. Okay? To save the world. So every mortgage, every fine, anything and everything. This is why I keep telling people we need actual physical currency. If we go digital, now bear in mind, I'm still, I wouldn't say I'm still learner when it comes to hacking and various other things. I hack my own devices to practice. So I hack my old phones, I hack my old routers, I hack my other computers. I've got 3 computers here and a laptop and tablets and phones and various other things, and they're all running different operating systems. Linux, Mac, Windows, various different versions of Windows, Windows 10, Windows 11, etc., etc. Hell, I've even got virtual computers that can run older operating systems or no operating systems. In fact, I have 2, where are they? I've got 2 Raspberry Pis. Sorry, 1 Raspberry Pi and an Odroid. Odroid just runs straight up Android. So I can emulate any Android phone within reason. That's how I practiced my Bluetooth hacking. And was testing scripts and testing my Ponagotchi script and various other things like that. Which I was testing it on my own Odroid. And it works every time. I rickrolled my friend so that his Tesla kept playing fucking rickroll. He fucking hated it. He fucking hated it. And it took him weeks. It took Tesla weeks to get rid of it out of the car. To the point where they ended up pulling half the fucking components out because I firmware flashed it. So every time we started his car up, you get that stupid little Tesla logo that pops up, and then all the fucking instrument classes. No, his just popped up and all you saw was and just to mix it up, I ended up dropping down the nodding Gandalf. Just to fuck with him, to prove to him that not only could someone low level like me do it, and if I'm not even considered a script kiddie yet, I'm that low level in IT, but if I can do it, imagine what an actual fucking really good hacker can do. And that's my whole point. And that's what's brought me down to doing this video. What brought me down to doing this video is the fact that people out there are... They can be mean. They can be nefarious. They want what you got, especially right now in this current economy around most of the world. It's all about haves and have-nots. Now, I used to drink at a specific coffee shop because I spoke to the old manager. The manager's no longer there. They quit that job. But me and the old manager had a deal. And that deal was I would test their IT infrastructure every time I go in there. So I'd go in, I'd order myself an Americano. Just regular fucking coffee. Just call it coffee. Okay? Sit down with my actual tablet. I wouldn't even do it with my laptop, even though my laptop's in my bag, powered on, and is feeding my tablet through Kali. And I would have this antenna. I'm not showing you the brands. Now bear in mind, I had permission to do this. Okay, permission. And then I had this one. Again, I'm not showing you the brands. And these two combined, okay, plugged into my laptop with a Bluetooth module, I would be able to pull down people's IP addresses, MAC addresses, Bluetooth MAC addresses, you name it. I caught about 6 homeless people using the free Wi-Fi. One guy was looking at some very naughty things, and I'm not just talking about regular adult touching naughty bits, and I immediately reported him to the police. It's ethical. I wasn't going to blackmail him. Why? It doesn't matter that he was homeless or not. I still wouldn't do that. Okay, I'm a father. If you get your rocks off touching kids, me and you are going to throw hands and we're going to go rounds. Anyway, reported him. The police didn't take it seriously until I hacked the police station. Well, in fact, I hacked one of the police officers' cars. That was fun. I've walked into various government buildings without ID. When I am hired to do remote pen testing, I ask them, is it on site, which means I have to physically go to the building and try to get in, or can I do it virtual? And if the company comes back and says either or, this is where it depends. If I can crack it virtually within a good time frame, 3 days, 4 days, if I can crack it in under a week, I will then say to them, okay, and I'll write up the report, how I did it, notes, annotations, voice messages, you name it. I write everything down, okay, save it to disk, so I've got a physical hard copy. I then email them what I found, and then I'll say to them, I'm now going to do the physical. I won't tell you when, so you don't have to give you, so you can't give you security a heads up, but I will do the physical whenever. 9 times out of 10, I've usually done the physical just before I send the email. And I will then, at the end of that email, of me doing the virtual penetration test, at the bottom there'll be usually a picture of me sitting in a manager's desk, or a manager's or walking into a manager's office or something like that, with a little origami bird, a little origami crane, along with either their business card or my business card, or even the current newspaper with the date, to prove that I did it, that I got in, I did this, and I could have done whatever I needed to do. You know what I mean? And then I will tell them, so I've done it. Here's the bill. I expect prompt payment. And 9 times out of 10, usually within 24, 48 hours, they pay me. The money hits my wallet, my digital wallet that I've got on a website. Usually hits there, and then I can either decide if I want to drip feed it back into my actual wallet, my actual bank, or if I want to buy crypto with it, or if I want to throw it over to one of my investing bots and say, here's £100, invest it in, penny stocks. I want, on average, 25%. I start at 9-10% yield return, and then sometimes, depending on the market, like when Trump first got into to the White House, it was immediate. Crank that motherfucker up to 25. And yeah, it's penny stocks. I'm not looking at making like ridiculous amounts of money. But I've got to figure out what's going on with my node miner. I think my node miner needs an update. Okay. Oh, and this is another cool little gadget. Node miner. Node miner is a small little last chance Bitcoin miner, and it uses like 3 volts USB. It's not like a gigahash kind of thing. It's like basically you just adding that last drop of piss whoop, into the bucket, and if you manage to time it right and you fill up the bucket, you get the coin. So there's that. Aha, that's the email I've been waiting for. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to let you guys know that I warned people about this before it happened. But because I don't have PhD, doctor this, da 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 behind my name, in front of my name, or whatever, people just ignored me. I warned my bank. I warned so many people in the financial industry who I've worked for in the past, who I have hacked in the past, and told them how I did it. None of them listened. And it looks like this may bring Barkleys down. If this gets any worse, I feel bad for people who have Barkleys accounts. I know of at least 2 or 3 people that have Barkleys accounts. And it's tragic. It really is tragic. My mum is one of them. She's got a Barkleys account. Yeah, it's tragic, but people don't listen. And from what I was reading from the dark web and various other places and various other resources, not just Google, I was just showing you that Google page to show you I'm not joking, that this is an actual thing that's happening here in the UK that none of the news reports are reporting on. There's an actual media blackout on this. If this spreads, because this could just be the first domino falling, and if this one falls, a lot more are going to fall with it. And I know Barkleys, with their pride, their typical English pride, they're not going to come out and say, yes, we were hacked, this is the virus, this is how it happened, or this is the Trojan, or this is whatever it was, and to help other banks strengthen their security. No. They're like crabs in a bucket. They'd rather pull someone down so they can try to get back up. That's how bad it is here. And this is one of the core reasons why I want to leave. England is going digital currency. I didn't vote for that. I don't want that. I want to go to a country that uses actual fucking money, where I have freedoms. This is insane. Coffee's done. So the video's done, guys. Cancel. So I'll see you in the next video, guys.